Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today's video is about a topic that I get questions on when I deal with consultations or when I do readings for clients, and that issue is inheritance. Okay. And inheritance, of course, is a very common question from clients. In my experience, that is, apart from love, apart from money, apart from relationships. Okay. So a lot of people ask, as to how inheritance is denoted from the chart, how to see inheritance from the chart, whether a person will actually inherit a good fortune from his parents or grandparents, and what denies inheritance. So I'll try to answer all those questions, and the combination of how to see inheritance in a chart. All right, but then before we proceed to the meat of the video, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the content if you find it useful, and please share it with your friends and family so that they can also benefit from the knowledge. Okay. So inheritance is purely a matter related to the eighth house. Okay. And inheritance, I'll give you two combinations to determine whether you are actually meant to get inheritance from the chart, and whether you are whether you'll be lucky enough to inherit a large sum of money, as I said, from your family, either from your maternal family or paternal family. Okay. Now, in astrological terms, inheritance also means sudden money. Okay, so that is also, sudden money is also seen for inheritance. Okay, that is also included in under inheritance as per what Parashara defines inheritance as in Sanskrit. Okay, but then the first combination to look at is whether there is any connection between your Lagna Lord and the eighth Lord. Okay, that is one of the first conditions. Okay, now a lot of people will have the Lagna Lord connected to the eighth Lord. Okay, so that is not the absolute condition. You have to go to the Navamsha, and then you have to check whether this promise of inheritance that is seen in the Rashi chart by the connection of the first house and the first lord and the eighth lord is actually fulfilled in a Navamsha. Okay, so you have to first see the promise. And what shows the promise? A connection between the first lord and the eighth lord in the Rashi chart, that is in D1. Then go to the Navamsha and see if if these two lords, okay, if the first lord and the eighth lord of the Rashi chart are forming a trinal or an angular connection to each other in the Navamsha. Okay, let's give you an example. Say, maybe I think last week, maybe 5 days back, I did a reading, okay, and the person actually asked whether he's going to get inheritance from his grandparents. And if you look at the charts, then the person's first lord was placed in the 12th house, the eighth lord was placed in the 6th house, and they were mutually aspecting each other. So that promise was already there in the chart. And then how to confirm it? This first lord in the Navamsha, his first lord was placed in the 2nd house, and this eighth lord from the Rashi chart was placed in the 8th house of the Navamsha chart. So again, there was, the first lord and the eighth lord were making a 1-7 relationship with each other. So of course, the conclusion was that, the person would actually inherit a lot of ancestral wealth or family wealth from his grandparents. Okay. And what makes inheritance all the more beautiful or all the more sweet is if either the first lord or the eighth lord is retrograde. Then you can expect to inherit a lot more than normal inheritance from your ancestral family or from your maternal side or from your paternal side. Okay, so remember the three conditions. The promise first has to be seen in the Rashi chart. Okay, the first lord and the eighth lord needs to make a connection. The first lord of the Rashi chart must be placed either in quadrants or in trines from the eighth lord of the Rashi chart in the Navamsha chart. And then for inheritance to give you a sudden, if money has to flow to you suddenly like a river or like an ocean, then either of the first lords or the eighth lords have to be retrograde in the natal position or in the natal chart. Okay. So please check this combination. This is one combination that surely works. And this is the only combination that I've seen working when it comes to judging inheritance. And do let me know in the comment section if it resonates with you. Then congratulations, you're going to inherit a lot of money in the coming future. Okay. If not, then kindly work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. Okay. Inheritance is just a matter of luck, nothing else. So that's it from me in this video. I thank you for taking your time to watch this recording. And if you have any questions or if you have a need for a consultation, kindly reach out at the number provided in the description box. I'll see you soon in yet another video. Namaste. Om Guruve Namaha.